What's up, everybody? Bueller here again, and today I'm going to be covering the LMND review back on our swing trade. So I just want to point out why we liked it, why it looks good for more, and what levels to look out for next. So going to the daily, this is my favorite time frame. We're really just looking at the downtrend change, and I'd posted about this a couple weeks back when we were looking at it kind of warm up. But after it had that kind of hook pattern, again, when I look for patterns to hook back up after such a big drop, I look for 2 or 3 candles. You have that gap down, then 2 or 3 candles, you'll end up getting a morning star. If it's more than 2 candles, you can call it a hook. So I just want to be looking at these as they're building base, giving us that gap up. That gap up is the warm up. It's warming me up to get to that resistance and get above that 9. So since this failed to break both the resistance and the 9, I needed more price info. We end up getting about 3, 4, 5, 6 more days over to the right. And I end up saying, all right, this looks like a really good spot because we've already made an established low outside of the breakout, and now we have a higher low in which looks like bullish continuation. So end up pumping over that level today, but that is why we looked at that for good swing position. So if you guys took that, awesome. We made about 120 per contract, very awesome so far, and it's still moving up. Actually, we're in the money right now as I'm speaking, sitting in this position. So if you guys are in this still, definitely look to take profits. You guys did amazing just by getting into this, but I wanted to at least display why we liked it a lot. So definitely be looking out for more plays like this. But let me show you a couple more that I had taken kind of on my own and with my other chat room. But what we were looking at are good passive plays above the 9. Again, I'd covered this in the past video, and I want to upload more videos like this, but we had a really good, again, Morningstar close over the 9 for Amazon. Good couple day swing up. Very good gains on that. DDD, another really good example. We had a really good pop-up over our Morningstar, pop-up with the 9, kind of just moved over to the right. Again, every time we're playing this, you're going to have to grab a good timely contract. Sometimes it takes, you can see, up to 5-6 days of consolidation before it moves up more. Sometimes it's that very next day. Sometimes it's just one reset candle, 6 days. Sometimes it's the very next pump-up, so you need that time on your options contract or you're going to take a lot of those hits. But I also wanted to point out space, since this is the last one that we're still sitting inside of. We've already had our conviction. We already have our big star pop up. We're holding above these levels. I like that a lot here at this level here, the resistance of that breakup. And ever since then, we've just kind of sat there to the right, moved up again, and now we're kind of sitting here waiting for it to break above this resistance. So I'm still just sitting in this. I like this. We have contracts out with really, really good time, a very good expiration. So I'm just going to be sitting in this until then. I'll try to update it as much as I can. But hope you guys are at least taking in some of these gains. Oh, and then the other chart that I want to cover, BTCM. Hopefully you guys took this trade. The other day, we had signaled it, about a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago, we had signaled it, and ever since then, we just kind of had to sit in it, so I didn't really update it a whole lot, but the original conviction, again, was the fact that we had pushed up to this, again with this move up, we held the gap up, and then after that, kind of held as like a little kind of symmetrical squeeze there, ended up pushing back up above my 9, so that gave me more conviction to like this, ended up pushing up and made me think, all right, this is kind of like bullish continuation, kind of like that other chart on LMND, where it has that push up, that slow down against the 9, and then that's where you get that dip buy. Okay, I had to wait a lot longer, as you can see, but we have timely contracts, end up pushing up over, and we ended up making very, very good percentages yesterday. What level are you looking at today for this to hold? Okay, so you need to mark the open to the high close, the meat of the bone. You're pretty much just marking the meat of the candle, and then you want to mark this 50% mark right here. What you're marking is the 50% control point. Okay, so today what you're looking for, and I've covered this in many videos before, so please review back to those videos, but as you can see, price ended up closing up, or starting above, and looking like a dark cloud cover. That's what we want. We want it to have a reset day, an exhaust day. After you have a big pump up, you want to have a low volume red day or low volume green day so you can have continuation. You don't always want to just have an unsustainable move or it becomes parabolic and it's not going to be fun to just sit in because you're not going to know when it's going to reverse. You're just going to have to exit randomly. At least here you can calculate where you want to go. So as long as it ends up holding over this level, this is still a really good entry. I might even call for re-entry today on that as long as it's above 880s. But that is going to be looking really good. Continuation up to the 10. So hopefully you guys like these videos and can break them down with me. But please leave a comment below if you enjoy these videos and leave a like on this video. Thank you. I'll see you on the next one.